So we've got breaking news. Apparently, the United States has seized an oil tanker off the coast of Venezuela. This is from Trump. He says, as you probably know, we seized a tanker on the coast of Venezuela, a large tanker, very large. We've been talking about this for a long time. I guess we're just there to take the oil, and literally we are taking the oil now. This is the footage of it from Pam Bondi. She tweeted this out. I'm watching it with you guys. I just want to say this. I want to get more information on this stuff. Of course, this is just breaking just a few minutes ago. It doesn't appear to be any, forces opposing the U.S. forces. You can see it's an oil tanker. It's probably just workers on board, and we're dropping off people via helicopter. You can literally see it as we're watching it, and we're taking the oil. That's what we're there for. And I saw a report yesterday that we're flying jets off the coast. I just saw that yesterday, and what it looked like to me, they were trying to intimidate Venezuela. All along, I've been thinking we were trying to goad Venezuela into attacking us so then Trump could declare war. I didn't necessarily think we were literally just going to start taking the oil, as what you're seeing right here. Trump then talks about taking the oil. Listen.
Well, thank you very much. It's been an interesting day from the standpoint of news. As you probably know, we've just seized a tanker on the coast of Venezuela, large tanker, very large. Largest one ever seized, actually. And other things are happening, so you'll be seeing that later, and you'll be talking about that later with some other people. Very excitingly for me and for the country, we've just launched the Trump Gold Card.
So I guess we're launching gold cards and we're taking tankers, oil tankers. I know you have a lot of questions. I have a lot of questions too. I'll go over everything that I can. He also put this in context. It was just today. Danish intelligence agency has for the first time described the U.S. as a potential security risk. Let this stuff sink in. And I remember we heard before, I believe it was the UK, I want to say, that they said they were going to stop sharing intelligence with the U.S. And I know also recently Trump and his people put out that security memo, or we want to call it security doctrine, where basically they attack our European allies. And Trump's been making statements against our European allies and NATO and such, but he'll never criticize Russia, right? And now we're just taking oil, I guess. Here's more. It says U.S. seizes oil tanker off the coast of Venezuela. U.S. forces have seized a sanctioned oil tanker off the coast of Venezuela. People familiar with the matter told Bloomberg. Trump has escalated pressure on Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, saying his days are numbered. Most of Venezuela's oil exports go to China. Boy, this gets really messy here. Let's watch the footage one more time. I want to hear your thoughts on this, and then I'll read what Pam Bondi has to say about it. Again, I have a lot of questions and stuff. I'll be frank with you guys, I don't trust anything that the Trump people are doing. I do look at what they're saying. You want to see it. But I also want to hear, other people. I'm sure there's people in the military are going to come out. They'll make official statements. I'm sure there's going to be leaked statements. I didn't expect this right away. I was thinking, because the reports, I just saw the jets were flying nearby. I thought maybe we were going to hit a ground facility or something like that. They were trying to pressure Maduro, and I think Trump wants to put, whoever Trump wants to put in power in Venezuela and get the oil that way. But I guess, hey, we already put our military forces down there. Might as well just take the oil. This is what Pam Bondi says. Today, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, Homeland Security Investigations, and the United States Coast Guard, with support from the Department of War, so I guess we're using everyone on this, executed a seizure warrant for a crude oil tanker to transport sanctioned oil from Venezuela and Iran. Okay. And I'm thinking, okay, which way is this going? Where is it going? Are we talking about from Venezuela to China? Is that, I don't know. I'm just reading what it says. And so that'd be a question of mine, where was this thing heading? What are you going to do with all the crew aboard? That's another question that just popped in my mind. How many people are on this thing? The crew, where are they from? Right? And just put this in context. Imagine if the U.S. had an oil tanker, going somewhere, and another country decided, you know what, we're just going to take it. We're going to decide that you're not supposed to be shipping stuff, and we're going to just take it because it's ours, right? This is what Bondi says. For multiple years, the oil tanker has been sanctioned by the United States due to its involvement in illicit oil shipping network, supporting foreign terrorist organizations. This seizure, completed off the coast of Venezuela, was conducted safely and securely, in our investigation alongside the Department of Homeland Security to prevent the transport of sanctioned oil countries. So I'll play it for you again. Now remember, this comes at a time when we've been just blowing up small boats and claiming they're a threat to the United States. So for Trump and his people, they say everything's a danger for the United States, and therefore we have to use the military. That's their strategy for everything. When in doubt, use the military, and literally we're using the military for this stuff. I'd be really curious what you're telling our soldiers of why we need to go after an oil tanker. Do you know what I mean? Because like, how do you justify this? Like, I'll be real curious for inside reports. Like, what are you telling people? Are you telling people, hey, there's a bunch of dangerous people on board and we got to go get them, and you get there and there's no one there and it's just a bunch of oil, and then you're just like, man, are we just here to take the oil? Is that our job now? Is that what we're doing? Listen to this. This is more Trump on the oil.
Seizure of this tanker. Well, what happens to the oil on this ship?
Well, we keep it, I guess.
Where does it go? What port does it go to?
Well, you have to follow the tanker. You know, you're a good newsman. Just follow the tanker.
Do you know where it was going? Was it going
Follow
to
it.
China?
Get a helicopter and follow the tanker.
Is it true it's going to
But we're
Cuba?
gonna. I assume we're gonna keep the oil.
I assume we're going to keep the oil. That's coming from Trump. The question was, on the seizure of the tanker, what happens to the oil on that ship? Well, we keep it, I guess. Where does it go? Well, you have to follow the tanker. You know, you're a good newsman. Just follow the tanker, get a helicopter, and follow the tanker. I don't know. Are we just going to take the tanker and go to Texas now? Is that what we're doing? Nothing surprises me anymore, honestly. I'm not surprised by this stuff. I don't know if I should be just yelling nonstop and how, telling you how much of a moron and idiot and dangerous Trump is. I don't, what is the proper reaction to this stuff? I mean, I guess my initial reaction when I first saw this, that's why I'll just play it again. It's just like, is this what it's come to? We're literally there to get the oil. I don't know what else to say, and that's why I wondered, like, what are we telling our soldiers? Hey, you guys signed up, and it turns out Trump wants to sell gold cards, and we want to deploy our military, get the oil. While that's going on, this is real. I can't make this stuff up. This is on C-SPAN. The Trump people. So this would be RFK. Doing pull-ups at the airport. I guess we put a pull-up bar. I think this is in D.C. And then Duffy's there, the transportation secretary, and we're doing pull-ups. This is the intelligence and the, you could say credibility, if you want to say it, however you want to call this thing. But this is who the Trump people are. It's like, hey guys, you got questions about taking the oil in Venezuela and starting a war? Hey, look how many pull-ups I can do! Wow. No, seriously, these are Trump's people. These are the people in the government. It's like it's a joke, right? And they're clapping, great. This is how Trump voters respond to the current situation. Listen.
It was overtime. My kids' daycare went up. Can't afford the cost of food. Using credit cards for everyday expenses. No money left after their bills are paid. Pretty much just a whole bunch of financial mess.
We changed presidents at the beginning of the year.
We did.
And the guy who moved into the White House said that he was going to fix it. Several times he said it would be easy.
Absolutely.
Has he fixed it?
Absolutely not. I'm definitely waiting for him to fix it.
Jones is a 3-time Trump voter, but she says he has simply failed to keep his promise to lower the cost of living.
I'm very let down by that. Very, very let down because I feel like it's only gotten worse.
So that's Trump people talking that it's only gotten worse. When's Trump going to do something? Well, he's stealing the oil. Maybe your gas prices will go down. And maybe from these kind of people, and let's be frank with you guys, there's some Americans that they don't really watch the news. They don't really understand what's going on. They just know, oh, Trump promised me lower gas prices, right? And then if we report something like, hey, we're using the military to go take oil in Venezuela. Oh, well, does that lower my gas prices? Oh, great. That's who these people are. Like, what else can I say? Secretary Noem then is tweeting out, hey, it's so great. We're doing Trump gold cards, $1 million, $2 million. No, seriously. And then Trump's like tweeting out a picture of his gold card thing here. So let's profit off, you know, and put our face on the gold card. Oh, okay, great. And let's go get that oil. So I want to hear you guys' thoughts on this. I'm still processing all this stuff myself. I don't want to go to war. I don't want to use our taxpayer dollars to just enrich the Trump people. I understand how the Trump voters think. I literally just showed you. I get it. It's a hard problem to solve because there's still a large portion of the population in the USA that think this is okay. And I just feel like, isn't it obvious that I can see why the you know, Denmark intel is just like, screw USA, man. That's a danger to the world. I can see why, you know, other allies don't trust us anymore. I can see it. You can see it too. So that's where we're at. I'll see you in the next video.